Hey, Lloyd Rieber here with a 5-minute design example I think would be of interest to professionals working in the field of learning, design, and technology. And in fact, I have two examples to show today, and I would call these really good examples of people solving problems with appropriate technology. And really, neither one is an educational example, but I don't like to constrain myself to educational examples. Instead, I like to find design examples that are just really great and are inspiring. And in fact, it's also very important to make sure that we understand what the problem is when we are about to design something. And it's a good reminder that we always like to say in our field that instructional design can only solve instructional problems. So we want to make sure we aren't wasting our time. So the first example I want to share with you is called the Hippo Roller. And I'm going to show the first minute of a video about this wonderful design.
It looks like an adult version of a child's toy, but this gadget makes life a whole lot easier for those who don't have piped water. Branded the Hippo Roller, it can carry 5 times more water than the average bucket. It's also a sealed storage unit, and it's a lot less stress on the back.
Lack of infrastructure in terms of water delivery. Water on tap in the home is a luxury. So these communities typically have to walk long distances for many kilometers carrying heavy buckets of water on their heads, or wheelbarrows if they're lucky to have a wheelbarrow. So the Hippo Roller is a very, very simple design to help with that exact situation.
Designed in South Africa, it's now used in around 20 countries across the continent, South America and India too. The company reckons these rollers so far have carried around 7 billion liters of water. Just to put that in context, that's roughly the amount of water that in 10 minutes crashes down Victoria Falls during the flood season. The effect of just one roller can be life-changing.
Not only do I find this example to be both ingenious and inspiring, but it also serves as a very potent reminder about how precious water is and the difficulties that many people of the world have to go through just to get water that many of us probably take for granted just by turning on the spigot in our homes. The second example I have to share with you is a really ingenious method to improving safety on roadways. And it's the idea of painting a 3D image that appears to drivers as they approach it of a very big barrier, but it's simply a painting on the road that happens to look like a 3D structure as you approach it. And there are a lot of examples of this, but I think this was the very first one that inspired all of the others. And unfortunately, the link to the article that presented this example from India, from New Delhi, no longer exists. But this was one that I did a screen capture a few years ago, and you can see the proud look on the designers' faces, and it's just so effective. And it just slows everybody down and improves safety. Here's another example that was inspired by that one in India. This one is in Iceland. So again, it's a very effective and persuasive 3D image that you would see as a driver, and you would definitely slow down when you saw this. As you finally get close to it, you realize, oh, it's just a painting on the road itself. There really is no barrier at all. I'll put the links to these two design examples in the description to this video, at least the links that are currently still working. Well, I hope you enjoyed these design examples, and I hope they provide some inspiration to you in your own design work.